Hello everybody, my name is Janika. I am an expat from Finland, living in the Netherlands, and welcome to this video. Today I'm gonna be spending this day in Amsterdam. It is a beautiful winter day in January. I have been blessed with some sunshine today, so I'm super happy. On today's agenda is to visit two winter-themed events. These are reoccurring events that happen every year. I'm also gonna visit some cozy cafes and food spots and stuff like that. So I hope you'll enjoy joining along today. My first stop was this Nordic style cafe that I've been wanting to try out already for a while. It seemed to be a very popular place, so I was lucky that I was able to get a spot. At the cafe, I ordered a kanelbulle, aka a cinnamon roll, some hot chocolate, but because they ran out of whipped cream, I was also given this jam cookie on the house. The kanelbulle was divine. It was so good and not dry at all, which sometimes is the issue with some cinnamon rolls. The hot chocolate though, it was okay, nothing mind-blowingly amazing, I must say. The jam cookie, however, was really good as well. I'm also glad that I brought a book with me today to keep me some company as I was alone all day. I'm currently reading this book called A Curse of the Dark and Lonely, which is a fantasy romance book, and I'm really enjoying it so far, I must say. Please let me know down in the comments, are you reading something currently? And if so, what? I came to quickly still visit the bathroom before heading on to the next place. This bathroom is full of Moomin pictures and little quotes and stuff. So, funny thing, I was sitting in that cafe. The girl who was sitting next to me was actually also from Finland. As a real Finn, I said nothing. For example, when I was in Colombia and we were in this hotel and I realized that there was a couple there who was Finnish, then I did say to them like, hey, you guys are from Finland, wow. But that's like far enough for it to be acceptable. The Netherlands is too close to Finland for that to be acceptable. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. Yeah, as a true Finnish person, I kept quiet and didn't say anything, but it was just a fun coincidence. Please let me know in the comments where you're from, and also tell me, like, if you would be in the situation like me, will you say something or will you just keep this information for yourself? So what I'm now gonna do is that I'm gonna attend this ice sculpture event. This big inside market hall has been turned into a winter wonderland full of ice sculptures. But I'm currently walking along this path they've built. It's kind of nice because otherwise you would have to walk across this parking area, but instead they've made this very clear red carpet path instead. The entrance cost to this ice sculpture festival is 19 euros and 50 cents, which also includes an audio guide. There's a few different languages that you can choose from, and in this audio guide they tell you about the history of Amsterdam. This is actually Europe's largest ice sculpture exhibition, which this year was celebrating Amsterdam's 750th year. The exhibition features sculptures of iconic landmarks, historical figures, and cultural elements of the city of Amsterdam. magical place. I can't believe that there are people in this world who can make such beautiful things just from ice. For example, this one here. Wow, I was really like breathtaking when I saw it. It's really cool. It's maybe a bit crowded, but it's a Saturday. It's not too bad though. Like I've managed to get some nice video clips and photos despite there being other people. So yeah, here we also have a carriage with a horse and you can actually go inside of the ice carriage. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. That was really cool. I definitely recommend visiting if you're ever in Amsterdam during the winter season. It took me about an hour to go through it. I didn't end up listening to the whole audio tour. I was more fascinated about the ice and ice sculptures and maybe not as much of the history of Amsterdam. But then again, I already know it pretty much. But it was a nice addition that they had as well. Next up, the place I want to visit is this proper tea house where they serve you amazing tea, apparently. It's in the city center of Amsterdam and I've always wanted to try it out. I'm hoping it's okay for me to visit without any reservation or anything. I've always wanted to try it and I thought, what better time to try it out when on a cold, brisk winter day. I thought that would be the perfect time when to visit. I'm still contemplating if I'm gonna walk or jump on a bus or tram or what. We'll see. Let's see how far away it is actually. I just checked, it's only a 20-minute walk and with this beautiful weather, I have to walk. Gotta enjoy this while it's possible. This tea house is a spot I've been wanting to visit for so long, and I think it's a bit of like a viral spot on social media as it looks amazing. You can choose if you want to get takeaway, enjoy some tea here, buy tea leaves to bring home, or even take part of a tea ceremony. My visit was a little bit disappointing though. Yes, the place itself is super cozy and the tea was also really good, but unfortunately the service wasn't the greatest. It was really busy and the workers seemed extremely stressed out, and there was this chaotic atmosphere which doesn't really fit a tea house. In my head, a tea house is a place where you come where it's like relaxed and serene and you take it easy, but no, that was not the case here. The servers kept forgetting everyone's orders. They were walking around with the beverages, asking everyone who it belonged to because they didn't know. That just seemed like there was no functioning system at all. For me, it took me almost an hour to get my tea after I reminded them about it, because apparently they had forgotten me as well. Also, when they were pouring the tea for me, the server splashed some hot water on me. I don't think that the workers there were necessarily unfriendly or anything, but it just seemed like they were understaffed and undertrained, and yeah, it was just a very chaotic experience all in all. I still enjoyed my visit though, but I'm not sure if I would go again because of that. So currently there is the Amsterdam Light Festival going on. This is an annual event that takes place every year around like December, January. I'm not sure if it already starts in November, maybe. During this light festival, they have all these beautiful light installations, and most of these light installations, if not all, are actually situated along the canal and even like in the canal. So there's three ways of how you can see these light installations and take a part of the Amsterdam Light Festival. One is to do the walking route or biking route, and then you can do a canal tour. The canal tour, of course, is the most priciest option, but I decided to do this as also probably the most comfortable option. So the battery on my camera just died. I literally just fully charged it, and I didn't even use it that much today, and it's already dead. So note to self to always bring at least 2 batteries, because yeah, now I have to deal with the phone, and the phone quality is okay, but I know that the sound quality is not gonna be as good, so please bear with me. But yeah, let's hope that this boat tour will be really nice. We'll get to see some beautiful views and the beautiful light installations, and yeah, I'm excited.
Welcome on board of our Amsterdam Circle Line ship. During our tour, the captain will show you some highlights of Amsterdam, and along the way, I'll point out some historical and modern facts about the city. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask the captain. Have fun!
The boat tour was really lovely, but I must say that I was maybe a little bit disappointed in the light festival itself. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound negative, but I also want to give you guys honest reviews. This light festival changes every year, and I did afterwards read some reviews online, and lots of people were saying that this year's edition wasn't the best apparently. So maybe I have to give it a new chance some other year again. Next time I'd visit, I think I would rather take part of the walking tour actually, because the boat was moving relatively fast, so there wasn't much time to admire the light installations, let alone try and take some nice video clips or pictures of it. So that's why I believe walking would maybe be the better option. Also, I ended up actually standing at the back of the boat almost the whole tour, because when sitting inside, the windows keep fogging up. If you're sure that it's not gonna rain, I definitely recommend choosing an open boat instead. However, what I really did like about the tour was actually just the boat tour itself, and doing a boat tour when it was dark in the evening. I've done several canal tours in Amsterdam before, but this was my first time doing it when it was dark, and it was just such a different kind of atmosphere, and it was super cozy, and I really loved it. However, if you would also like to do a boat tour when it's dark, I would maybe recommend doing it when it's not the light festival, as some boat companies also offer evening time cruises also just regularly, because then it would be much cheaper versus what it was now. That could be a fun idea on how to see Amsterdam in a different way.
So the boat tour ended up taking longer than I expected. It was supposed to be 75 minutes and it ended up being almost 2 hours. I think because it's a Saturday, it was quite busy on the waters, lots of people wanting to enjoy the light festival. So yeah, I was originally gonna go to this super cozy Dutch restaurant I've been wanting to try, but I'm afraid I have to do that another time because I do have a bit of a time schedule because I have a certain train and bus that I need to catch. So this means I have to come up with a plan B, and luckily I have something in mind.
So I then did what everyone in this country does when they are hungry and in a rush. I went to Febo, which is like the biggest snack bar chain in the Netherlands. Here you can order traditional Dutch snacks such as croquettes, frikandels, kaas soufflé, burgers, fries, and much more. You can either choose if you want to just directly pay from this like vending machine. The food is still warm even if you order it from here, which is kind of cool. Or you can also order it from the counter.